Hello students, you must have seen people around you who are working as laborers. They have left their home and stayed behind, and they came here in search of work because they don't have any work in their own state. They belong to different states like UP or Bihar. You must have seen these people residing nearby areas like road and other slums. Do you think when they came here in search of work, what do they find? They don't have any place to live in, they don't have anything to eat. How do they pass their time and how do they earn to meet the day-to-day needs? These all questions will be answered after reading the chapter. So we are going to read the chapter and try to explain, try to understand what has been given in this chapter, Chotu's house. Let's see. Here you can see some pictures. Chotu came to Mumbai for the first time. Now, you students, let's study the picture. After studying the picture, you may be able to know the various problems that Chotu faced when he came to Mumbai for the first time. When he came to Mumbai, I think he has no place to live in. He has to stay on road in all the climatic condition. Maybe it is raining or sunlight. Then he got a pipe, big cement pipe, and he thought that I can stay here for some time. So he took shelter in the big pipe where he lived in, and he thought and he made the pipe as his home. He did all his work, all his household work in the pipe, and he stayed there and sleep over there in the pipe. In the next pictures, you can see the two pictures in which he is comparing. Earlier also, we can see this picture. Again, one more boy came from some other state. He also don't have any place to live in, and Chotu gave him place to live. So they both shared the same pipe. So these things has been depicted in the story, in the pictures. Let's study the picture carefully and answer the following. Some questions are given here. Let's see what the answer could be. What did Chotu think when he looked at the pipe? Students, when Chotu looked at the pipe, he thought that pipe would be the safest place to live. Pipe could save him from strong winds, sunlight, rain, and cold. The next question is, how did Chotu use the pipe? As you see, Chotu used the pipe as his home. The next question, into which parts did Chotu divide the pipe and its surrounding area? Now you can see that Chotu divided his pipe and its surrounding area into the following parts. Number 1, a part for sleeping, a part for cooking, a part for drying clothes, a part for storing water, and a part where guest can be seated. So these are the different parts which he used in the pipe. Next question, in which part of this house will Chotu like to spend most of his time? Here you can see Chotu would like to spend most of his time in the part which was made for the guest, that is outside the pipe. Next question, why do you think Chotu invited Monu to live with him in the pipe? As you can see, Chotu invited Monu to live with him in the pipe because Monu had no place to live in. Next question, draw a picture of your house in the notebook and color it. You can make the house and color it in your notebook. Next question, who all live in your house? You can name the different members of your house who live with you in your own house. For example, mother, father, sister, brother, grandparents, etc. Next question is, Chotu divided his pipe into different parts. Write the names of the different parts of your house. You can write the different parts of your house, for example, bedroom, drawing room, toilet, bathroom, study room, kitchen, etc. How much time in a day do you spend in each part of your house? You can write the answer depending upon your own activities. Is there any part of your house where a particular member of your family spends more time? Here you can answer it by observing your family members. For example, you can write the answer, my mother spends more time in kitchen. The next question is also of same kind. Is there any part of your house where a particular family member never goes or goes for a short time? This also you can answer depending upon your family members. For example, you can write, my father never goes or goes for a short time in kitchen. Next, you must have seen some animals also live with us in our houses. Some of these animals live with us because we want them to, and while some are there uninvited. You can see many animals around you in your home as well as in surrounding. In your home also you can see so many animals like ants, mouse, lizard, etc. And you can have pets like dog, cat also in your home. Some of these animals are invited or you keep them with you. For example, the animals which you kept as your pets. But some animals like ants, lizard or the rats are uninvited. You don't want them in your house, but they live in your house as well. Next, you can see a picture of Home Sweet Home. Let's read the poem which has been given here. You always tell me, mother, the house belongs only to us. But how do I believe that, mother, when I know it belongs to many more? Here a boy or a child is asking her mother that when you say this house belongs to us, how can it be possible, because it is belong to many more? That means many others also live in our house as well. Look, mother, how these mice are all playing catch together, and look how these mosquitoes fly Anyhow peaceful lies the happy spider. And he is asking his mother that how these mice, mosquitoes, spider also playing in my house and they are also staying peacefully in my house. And look, mother, at the lazy lizard, how slowly it crawls to and fro. And look at so many black ants all marching in a row. And he is also pointing towards the lizard and ants who are staying in his home. And look outside in the courtyard, the birds are all pecking about, just like when my sister and I sometimes fight, quarrel and shout. And he says that in courtyard, birds are always playing and pecking about as I and my sister fight, quarrel and shout together. That is why I say, dear mother, don't think this house is only ours. It's dear to us and all who live here and have been living for many years. That means this house is ours, but this does not belong to us only. It is the house of many others also, like these animals who are living in our house, and we all are living together. So it belongs to everybody who are living in the house, people as well as the animals. So let's see the questions given here. Draw pictures of any two animals that live in our house uninvited. Write their names below the picture. You can draw picture of two animals who are living uninvited and name them. For example, you can draw and name mosquito, ants, lizard, mice, etc. Any of them you can draw the picture and write the name as well. Do you keep your house clean? How? If you now tell me, do you keep your house clean? Yes. You have to answer, yes, I keep my house clean. How? You can keep your house clean by regular cleaning with the broom. We can regular mopping the floor by cleaning the bathrooms daily and by cleaning the house, walls of the house regularly. So these are the different methods by which we keep our house clean. Who all help to keep your house clean? Now tell me, who help you to keep your house clean? There is maid servant, your mother, and all the members in the family helps to keep the house clean. Where do you go to freshen up in the morning? We go to, where do you go to get freshen up? We go to, tell me. We go to toilet to freshen up in the morning. Where do you throw the garbage of your house? We throw garbage into the garbage bin, which is kept at the roadside, or you can say we can throw garbage into the garbage bin. Next is your area around your house clean? Yes, the area around our house is clean. Do you use a toilet in or around your house? Yes, we use toilet in the house. Who cleans it? You have to answer it depending upon your own house. How do you help in keeping it clean? So students, here you can say that we help in keeping it clean by cleaning it regularly and by putting water in it, by flushing it and washing it with water. Next, let us see the use of toilet. Simmi noticed that her friend Billu was getting uncomfortable. He was not talking to her. Simmi asked, Billu, what happened? You look so dull. Now Billu answered, I don't know how to use the toilet properly. Hira ma'am would be on her round and again she would scold me as usual for not using the toilet properly. Students, you also may face this problem. Your teachers also tell you, and earlier your parents also have told you about the use of toilet. You should always use toilet properly. Now let's see what the problem is. Simmi asked, why don't you use the toilet properly then? Billu said, I am scared that I would fall in the toilet pit. Billu said, I am scared that I would fall in the toilet pit. But Simmi said, how stupid! And how I know it is you and many of our friends like you who make our toilet so dirty by not using the toilet properly. Don't be scared. Be responsible. Now, Billu don't know how to use the toilet properly because he is scared that he will fall into the toilet pit. But we should not scared of it. You should sit properly on the toilet sheet and use the toilet properly. Otherwise, the toilet would be dirty and it will look dirty and it will be problem for others also. It will also invite different germs which will cause diseases in you and the other children also. So it is our responsibility to keep our surrounding, our toilet clean. So students, you should always be responsible and use toilet properly at your home as well as public toilet or the toilets in your school also. Let us now see how to be responsible. Use the toilet by sitting properly. Always flush it with water after use. Wash yourself properly. Wash your hands thoroughly. You should always keep in mind all these steps. Beta, you should always be responsible while using the toilet. So again, repeat with me. Use the toilet by sitting properly. Always flush it with water after use. Wash yourself properly. Wash your hands also properly. In this way, you will keep the toilet as well as surrounding clean and hygienic. So you should be responsible. Let's see. Here a poster has been given. You can also make such poster as an activity. Leave the toilet as clean as you want it for yourself. Always keep in mind, whatever you want, keep the things as it is. If you want clean toilet, you should keep it clean. You should leave the toilet clean as you want it for the use. Did you know, for Gandhi Ji's 150th birthday, the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was launched. It is to help us realize that cleanliness is everyone's duty and responsibility. Do you know, Gandhi Ji fought for cleanliness. He has done lot of things to keep the surrounding clean, and everybody, he taught everybody to keep surrounding clean and hygienic. Next questions. Describe the toilet area in your house, in your school, sorry. Students, you should observe the toilet of your school and you have to answer the questions accordingly. Describe the toilet area of your school. You can describe it in your own words. Is it clean? You have to tell it yourself. Who cleans it and how? Sweepers clean it properly. How do you help in it? You should help by keeping it clean, by putting water in it and washing it carefully. From now, Billu used the toilet responsibly. He left it clean after its use and washed his hands. So, you should also do it the same. Do you leave the toilet as clean as you want it for yourself? You have to answer it yourself and list the items when you wash hand. You want hand wash or the soap for washing the hands. When do you think your hands get dirty? Your hands can get dirty after the use of toilet. When all do you need to keep yourself clean? You should keep yourself clean by after using toilet or some dirty things or soil or anything. Bathing and brushing teeth, clipping the nails regularly. These are the different things that you have to do for keeping clean yourself. What will happen if we do not do the above? If we do not do the above things, the surrounding will be dirty and we will get diseases in us. Next is, look how beautifully Lata's house is decorated. This is Lata's house and how beautiful it is looking. If we decorate our house, it looks beautiful. Is there any special way in which you decorate your house? When and how? Yes, on festival occasions we decorate our house in a special way, isn't it? Let us take example of Diwali. We decorate our house with colorful lights and rangoli on Diwali. We all do this, isn't it? Ask your friends when and how they decorate their houses. You can ask your friends also about this. Name the things with which you decorate your house. So you have to answer it by by things that you use to decorate your house. For example, some of the things we use to decorate our house are wall hangings, flowers, paintings, fancy lights, rangoli, etc. So this finishes the chapter. After studying this chapter, you will be able to know more about your own house and the proper use of toilets, and also you must be knowing the importance of keeping clean and to be hygienic and disease free. So always keep you and your surrounding